increase in national insurance contributions, I already explained you last time. Okay. So there was, okay, sorry, this is from the start. So we'll see the history of national insurance. NI in the United Kingdom acts as a form of social security since payment of NI contributions ensures certain state benefits like the maternity, paternity, other benefits also like job seeker allowance for workers and their families. They can also opt some benefits for families like the insurance, like the free medical service, like they can go to doctor without any fees. It's covered by government. Okay, the national insur and the other things as well, like mm, okay, something I forgot about it. If it comes in to my mind, I'll just let you know. Okay, there are some benefits for families as well. The National Insurance Act of 1911 established the system, which was expanded by the Labour government in 1948, and it has been subjected to numerous amendments over the years. So, at the beginning, NI number was not having NI contributions were not having so many benefits. Okay, it started with unemployment benefits, then it got converted into state pension benefits as well. Then later on, uh, the state pension was included, and then the state benefits were also included. So we'll see that it began as a contributory form of insurance against illness and unemployment. Okay, it started with this and later expanded to include retirement pensions and then other benefits also. Okay, so it started with illness and unemployment benefits. Contributions. Employees and employers pay national insurance contributions on their earnings, and employers pay NIC on certain benefit in kind provided to employees. Okay, so on salary also, employer and employer contribute. Then if there are some benefit in kind, if you remember, I explained you, then only employers will contribute on their benefits and expenses. Okay, the self-employed contribute in two ways. So if you remember the NIC contribution, which is the second and fourth category, okay, that is for self-employed people. Okay, so the self-employed contribute in two ways, through a fixed weekly or monthly payment. Okay, if it is a weekly, they want to contribute, they can do it, or if they want to contribute monthly, they can do monthly, like we do payrolls. Okay, and through percentage of net profits above a certain threshold. Okay, now and through a percentage of net profits, which means if they want to wait till the end of the year, so they can show how much net profit they have. Okay, or monthly also they can show the net profit and contribute a percentage of it. Okay, like for example 10,000 is the net profit. Okay, then they can contribute the percentage on the net profit. Okay, or else they can divide that same amount, like from previous year. For example, they already know the profit. For example, it was last year it was 12,000. So they can contribute a fixed amount basis the last year contribution. Like they can divide the 12,000 into 1,000 per month into 12 equal installments. Then at the end of the year, they can calculate the percentage of net profit, and whatever is the adjustment they can do at the end of the year. Understood? Individuals may also make voluntary contributions to fill a gap, as I said, class 3 in their contributions record, and thus protect their eligibility for benefits. Okay. Protect their eligibility means, if you remember, like maternity, when we are checking maternity calculations, so if employees earning is not at a level wherein they are
Yeah.
not contributing to NICs, okay, their benefits could be taken by HMRC, like they will not give the benefit. It is possible. HMRC collects contributions through the pay system along with income tax and repayments of student loans and postgraduate loans. The caregivers who work for more than 20 hours per week or claim unemployment or sickness benefits can earn national insurance credits, okay, which protect their rights to various benefits. Do you remember national insurance credits I explained you? So, as I said, if there is a break, okay, for example, employee is on maternity leave, An employee is extended the maternity leave and she is now on unpaid leave for some period. So the national insurance will not be calculated for those period if she's not earning. So those situation, or else if there is a sickness, definitely employee cannot work. So those in these situations, HMRC gives the benefit of national insurance credits. So if employee can are in these situations, their national insurance record will not be impacted. Like for that period, if she is sick for 1 year, then 1 year credit will be given that her record is not broken down. Like her tenure will not be reduced. Like she has contributed to 35 years only, it will show that 34 years she has contributed and 1 year she was on sick leave. So it will be 35 years in total. So she will get benefit of 35 years. Okay, so this is called national insurance credits. National insurance is a significant contributor to UK government revenues, accounting for 18% of total revenue in 2019-20 fiscal year. So you see how much profit government earns from NICs is almost 18 to 20%. Now this contribution classes I already explained you, so I'll not go again in detail. Okay. Class one are the normal employee and employer contribution. I'm just trying to save time somewhere. We can do refreshers. So anyways, this topic will come again. Okay, so class one is for employee and employer. You remember that for employee contribution, we call it as primary contributions also. And employer part is also called as secondary contributions. And then class two, this is the old rate. I've shown you the new salary, new profit rate. Okay, so it was £3 per week and are typically paid by direct debit. So you remember fixed amount per week they can contribute. If you see the latest rate, £3 3.45 is the weekly. Okay. So if they want to convert it to monthly, and they can do monthly also, as we discussed, or else they can do a percentage on profit. Like you see it here, there is a percentage on profit if this if the profit is higher side, class four. Okay. So for class four, they have to contribute percentage, and here for class two, they have to contribute rate per week. Okay. So class three, as I explained, it is voluntary contribution. So let's see this topic little more. Class three contributions are voluntary NICs paid by people who want to fill a gap in their contributions record caused by not working or earning too little. Okay, it could be possible that employees earning too little due to some other situation. Okay, not because of sickness or due to maternity or some other reason. It could be some other reason. So in that case, they will not get NIC credits. So they will contribute through class three. Okay. Class 3 contributions are only used to calculate state pension and bereavement benefit eligibility. So it will cover only few eligibility, not everything. Okay, so like state pension will not be impacted. It will be continued. Okay, and bereavement benefit eligibility, like death of child, that will be continued. The primary reason for paying class 3 NICs is to ensure that person's contribution record is preserved in order for them to be eligible for these benefits. Okay. Now, this is not related to payroll, like how much they contribute, how they contribute. That's the reason I'm not explaining you, but if you want to see, I can show you the rates here. Okay. This is like employee directly contributes with HMRC. Okay, they pay directly with HMRC. If you see here, class 3 national insurance contribution voluntary. Okay, if you're paying voluntary contribution for the previous 2 tax years, you'll pay the original rates for those years. Okay, for all other years, you'll pay current rate. Okay, so current rate is 2023-2024 pounds 17.45 per week. Okay, this is per week rate. Earlier it was this. So if you're paying voluntary contributions for the previous 2 tax years or 2001-22, you'll pay the original rates for those years. Okay. Even I'm not sure about this one. The employee can directly reach out to HMRC and start contributing outside the payroll, and if they self-employed people, they can also do it. Okay. Now an increase in national insurance contributions. So now, as part of the government's effort to reduce the cost of living, the primary threshold, the level at which an employee becomes liable to class 1 national insurance contributions are announced on July 6, 2022. Okay, so reduced cost living has been announced at primary threshold. So you remember primary threshold, till primary threshold employee will not be contributing to NIC, and only salary above primary threshold, then only employee will contribute to NIC. Okay, this amount has been increased in 2022. Now, how much it has been increased? The increase has been aligned with UK personal allowance. Now, what is UK personal allowance? The tax code. Okay, the tax code 1257L, which is converted to 12570. It is a tax exemption amount. It is also called as personal allowance. This would apply to anyone earning less than 12570, and because this is also current UK personal allowance for income tax, those earning less than 12570 would also be exempt from paying income tax. Okay, so both will not be deducted. Contributions are payable at the main rate of 13.25% on earnings between primary threshold and the upper earning limit in 2022 and 23. You remember there was a change where the percentage was increased from 12% to 13.25. This is the percentage at that time. Then it has been reduced to 12% back, like what we are seeing now. In the calculation also we have seen. After October, it changed back to 12%. Okay. And the additional rate was 3.25%. So you'll see 1.25% was increased. So now it is 2% again. Okay. Above one is 12% and the below one is 2% now, back to the normal. You remember I told you
Yes.
I forgot the name of the lady again. Okay, so Rishi Sunak was appointed in October. Okay, before that there was another prime minister. Lady was there, so she increased these rates. So she was not able to uh, uh, like she promised few things she was not able to achieve, and then due to pressure or due to that dissatisfactory results, she resigned, and then Rishi Sunak was appointed. He brought it back because even the residents were not happy, what I have heard in news, because uh, they were feeling that only middle class people are paying more contributions and higher class are getting more benefits. So they were not happy with some changes. So then Rishi Sunak brought it back to the normal, like whatever was earlier rates, he brought it back in the October 2022, November 2022. Yeah. Okay. Then employees' earnings between the lower earning limit and primary threshold are treated as having paid contribution at a notional zero rate. Okay, so there is no contribution between these rates. This ensures that the year is a qualifying year for state pension purpose if the employee earns at least 52 times the weekly lower earning limit. Okay, so this ensures that the year is a qualifying for a state pension purpose, even if employee salary is less. Okay, that is lower weekly lower earning limit. Okay, but if employee earns for 52 weeks this salary, employee is still eligible for state pension. Okay.